Hi, I'm Paris, and I've finally decided to join the rest of my family members and pretty much everyone I know that's younger than me and get a fitness tracker, try wearing it day and night and see what it can do for my fitness and for some weight loss. Now, I own the first generation Pebble watch, the first smartwatch, and really loved it. It died, got another Pebble, but the company went out of business. Their assets were bought up by Fitbit, and I recently got an email from Fitbit saying, "Time to stop mourning the loss of the Pebble company. Come join us. We'll give you $30 off our latest smartwatch fitness tracker."
EpicReviewGuyz.
The Fitbit Versa. As you can see, I took them up on their offer, so I paid $169 for this instead of the normal $199. I've read lots of good reviews about it, and in some ways it kind of reminds me of my original Pebble. I feel like there's a little bit of that DNA in this Fitbit Versa, focusing on long battery life and a reasonable price, not adding in all the fancy features that some other smartwatches do that make them much more expensive. The Fitbit Versa right now, unless you've got that coupon for being a previous Pebble owner, goes for $199. You can find out more about it at the link down below this video. One feature I don't think I'll use that much is the built-in memory for putting music on it, so you can listen to music without your phone. My phone's always with me, even in the gym. One feature I'm especially interested in is the on-screen coaching. I always thought if I had someone to shout at me, maybe I'd get more exercising done. In the box, there's a mini user manual, a cable to charge it up, the band. They include, well, half a band, and the metal pin that holds it on. They have a large and small band included in the box. I'm thinking the small band is on there. Maybe only change one side? That doesn't really make sense, does it? Well, I guess I'll find out. Kind of surprised as soon as I pulled the plastic cover off the screen, the power was already on. And the quick start instructions pretty much just tell you how to change out the strap, assuming it's as easy as these two steps, and that in the charger you pinch it to open it up to grab this to do the charging. Everything else is in the app. Here are the LED lights and the sensor and the charging pins on the underside of the Versa. Also the pins that hold on the strap, a little bit of the metal piece sticks out there and there. I'm just wondering if that's going to bother me. Read lots of comments online about how hard it is to change out the strap. Took about 10 seconds to take it off. Apparently you only change the one side. That is correct. Let's see if putting the other side on will be just as fast. Slide pin and insert band at angle. Pop the hole in there. Maybe it's the angle I'm doing wrong. Oh, come on. So close. Yeah. It's an angle thing. I think once you've done it a couple times, it'll change out pretty quickly. Okay. Unless that happens. Okay. All right. It's in place. Now I need to slide that little metal ball out, I think. Yep, in position. Okay, I'm assuming it's on now. By the way, if you're wondering about my cool orange reading glasses, they're from a company called News Optics, as you can see there. I've reviewed these and I'll link to this at the end of the video in case you'd like to learn more about them. I installed the app and they asked some basic questions. Now they tell me it's going to take about a half hour to go through and set things up, and that I should charge it throughout, and that this is how you charge it. Looks easy enough, looks pretty secure, but it's a proprietary connection. My Pebble had that, and it bothered me because if I forgot the cable for it, I couldn't charge it. It didn't use a standard cable, I think primarily because of the waterproofing. So after charging and downloading and updating, it's got some questions for me to customize my goals. And it didn't want to frighten me off by telling me, hey, you need 10,000 steps a day. It considers that an aspirational goal. It suggests maybe I want to start at 8,000 a day. I did mention that weight loss was an important reason for my choosing to use the Fitbit, so I'm telling it I'd like to lose about 20-some pounds. And it's being very coachy. I like that. That's one of the things that I wanted. It wants me to choose 2 more goals to set. Get more sleep. I might be able to do that. Drink more water. I'm thinking I should pick something a little more challenging. Okay, we're back. Large band attached. Okay, I picked a different watch face. The default one, the text was a little too small for me to read. Some of the things you can do with the watch is swipe in most directions. You can swipe, I guess you can't swipe that way. Swipe this way. So you can get into these things. Go back home, you can swipe down. I think this is where the notifications from the watch about get up and move may appear. Also from your phone if someone sends you a text message. And swipe up. And I don't remember exactly what this one does, but it seems informational. And then the button on this side works instead of swiping. This button accesses your alarms. You can have a silent alarm that just vibrates to wake you up so it doesn't wake up anyone else in the room with you. And this button is actually some of that training. I was wondering if it was just on the phone or here on the watch. Looks like it's on the watch. With my goals set, I'm back at the home screen. Since putting the Fitbit on my wrist, I've done 137 steps and I've burned over 1,400 calories, 10 calories a step. I assume they're averaging what they guess I've used since midnight, so that'll be my total calories for the day, actually. Lots more I can explore here. I'm interested in how it's going to track my sleep and what information I'll receive about that. There are virtual challenges and races. I'm not quite sure how that works and how much of it's on the phone versus how much is on the watch face. And for those more motivated by games, you can actually get a watch face that gives you a virtual pet that you feed and take care of by doing the steps you're supposed to each hour and the exercise you're supposed to each day. I need to go out and do 250 steps to get a treat for my cat right now. Several minutes later, I have a happy cat and a happy dog. Pierre, our dog, that's him scratching, followed me all around the house for my 250 steps to get the one treat for the cat and plus a little more, so I gave our dog a treat too. It's just about noon and I'm up to almost 6,000 steps, which is good. Part of the reason I got that many steps is I went for a walk earlier this morning. Also, when I went for the walk, I activated the exercise activity tracker in the Fitbit app, which brought up a whole other screen, and it tied the watch and the phone together using my GPS. So when I got home, I can actually see a map of exactly where I walked, and I knew it was about a mile to the convenience store and back, and sure enough, it shows 1.03 miles. That didn't change. I had a pace of 24-minute miles. That's not so good. And my heartbeat, I guess this is the average heartbeat through the walk, was 90. And here's my sleep report. Fitbit saw me getting 4 hours and 50 minutes of sleep. I think I got about an hour more than that, but over time I'll be able to see how accurate this is, and you can see where it found me in different sleep modes. It says that I only got 30 minutes of REM sleep, which is really not enough. If you look at the benchmarks here, I should be getting more like an hour. I'll do a full week of sleeping and letting it analyze it, and then I might have a better idea of whether I need to change something. So there's lots of information this gives you, lots of things this tests and checks about you. Some of it might be a little silly, but hey, if it gets other people motivated and exercising, it's a good thing. The band that the watch comes with, it isn't terrible, but it is solid plastic and it gets sweaty underneath and a little bit uncomfortable. So I'd really like a breathable band. I'm going to be trying some out. If you have a Fitbit Versa and you have a band that works really well for not trapping all the moisture underneath of it, please recommend it down below this video. I'd like to know, and maybe I'll give that one a try. So the watch on its own doesn't make you thinner or more fit, but it is a coach and a guide and a reminder, and some people might say a nag, to get you to do the things you should be doing. I'm going to try this out for a full month and then do a follow-up report. And if I can lose, say, 5 pounds over the course of a month, following this strictly, doing that food logging, all of those things, then I'll say it was pretty successful. You can find out more about it at the link down below this video, and I'll see you on the next review.
Epic Review.